Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of SimplyMagic. I've been out and about, doing some exploring and things, looking around, filling up my wand, my new wand that we made, I don't remember if it was last episode or a couple episodes before that, but either way, we made this great wood gold-banded wand, and it holds 50 of each aspect, and it is now full. It took me forever to find all the nodes I needed to fill the thing up, but it is now full, so that's definitely a good thing. I've also been killing mobs with this Arthana, trying to get my hands on one of those, I forget what they're called, but it's basically like a familiar type magic powdery thing. I don't know. And I haven't had any luck with that, unfortunately. So that's too bad. But I did another thing between episodes, which is grindy but very important, and that is this. I made one of each of the arcane gems from Cascade, and that is super important because now we can go ahead and make ourselves an arcane prism. And that is awesome, because the arcane prism opens up some really cool machines, and gear, and all sorts of crazy stuff. So that's the first thing that I want to tackle in today's episode, is making ourselves an arcane prism. And it's pretty easy to do. Let's make sure we have a little bit of coal with us. And actually, you should... Wait. Wrong. No, wait. You go in there. Yes. Okay. Some of this stuff is not in its proper chest. I'm just looking at this and realizing that things are not as they should be. Anyway, so to make an arcane prism, all you have to do is take one of each of the arcane gems, which are these guys, toss them at a cascading processor, and turn it on. And then, after 60 progress, it's going to spit out an arcane prism. So, pretty easy. Nothing too, ridiculously complicated. The hard part, and it's not really difficult so much as it is just time-consuming, the time-consuming part is just making each of the arcane prisms, because to make an arcane prism, you need 3 arcane gems of its respective color, and then you need to take that, plus take those 3 arcane ingots, plus a diamond, and put them in our vortex cascading thingy that we made last episode, and that will then make 1 arcane gem. So, yeah, it takes a little while, but we do have an arcane prism now, and there's actually a quest for that right here, which we can claim, and I think I'm just going to take the white aura crystals. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll just take the black ones, actually. Let's go ahead and take the black ones, because that'll let us complete another quest right away, right off the bat. So we'll take those, and then... there we go. We can get that one as well. And that will give us 2 reward bags, one of which gives us useless things, the other of which gives us slightly less useless things. Anyway, it's fine. We'll put our arcane ingots and stuff in there. Now, chicken, what are you doing in my house? You're not supposed to be in here. Go away. Stupid chicken. Goofy. They're so weird. Anyway, so now that we've got an arcane prism, we can use it to make a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of options, and it lists a few of them here. We've got prismatic playthings. We can make portable black holes, prismatic wands, traveler's bricks, all sorts of crazy stuff like that. But this is what I really want to make, is a prismatic processor, although it wants me to make 2 of them. However, I think it is well worth it for us to do that, and here's why. The prismatic processor does a couple things. First of all, it will triple our ore output, from any given block of ore, whereas the regular one, the cascading processor, only doubles it. And it will also do it in much less time as well. So, what we need is a little glass. We need a prismatic, or we need a cascading processor, which we have. And then we just need this arcane prism, which we also have. So, we should be good. Although I need a little bit of glass. There we go. Let's go ahead and make this bad boy. There we go. Prismatic processor. And this thing is awesome. So, let's grab some stuff to test it out. Let's grab, do I have any ore? I do. Let's grab this ore right here. And we'll just give this a try. Remember, the previous one required progress up to 60 in order for it to work. This one only requires progress up to 9. However, there is a downside. And that downside is that it needs a lot more power per progress than what these little guys here are going to output. So, what we'll do instead is we'll break this whole thing here, because we don't need it anymore. What we're going to do is we're going to put our furnace over there instead. We will break those as well, and of course they'll fly in random directions. Of course they would. Oh, I'm never going to find those. Aura nodes? Where did you go? Can I see them from up here? I'm guessing no. I think they may be gone forever. They went flying in very random directions, and I don't think I'm going to be able to find them. And I don't really feel like looking. Oh, there's one. Did the other one fall pretty much straight down as well, or? Either way, they're not that hard to make. I'm not too worried about it. I can make more of them if I need to. But we'll take our smelter here and put that up here connected to this, because it will actually be useful here. It can actually process stuff. Whereas the prismatic processor needs a lot more power than what those guys can output. So, what we'll do instead is, I think we'll hook up a couple of these illumination aura pumps instead. And I've got an alternating and a regular one. And, I don't know. I mean, I guess that would work, honestly. That would work fine. Let's just go with that. There will be times that it will work better than others, but it'll still work. And I'm not exceptionally worried about it. So, where do we want to set this guy up? We probably don't want to set it up right here next to the smelter. Maybe we'll set it up. I don't really want to set it up down there either. I mean, it's supposed to be... No. I'm thinking on top of the hill, kind of near the vortex crafter thingy. I forget what the technical term is for it, because this is the vortex controller. These are the vortex pedestals. But what's the whole thing called? What's the whole thing called? That's that's what gets me. I don't know. Is it vortex crafter? Vortex thingamabob? I think I'm going to go with vortex thingamabob. That sounds very technical. We'll go with that. So, what we want to do here is we want to make sure, first of all, that anything we put, that wherever we put this thing, it's not going to interfere with our controller, because that would not be good. I'm also going to need a lot more cobblestone than what I have with me right now. I just realized that. Let's go and just grab a stack. That should be plenty. Okay, so let's set this guy up. I mean, I suppose we could just build barriers to keep it, or just put it at a different level. Like, that would work too. Maybe we'll set it up over here then. So we'll put our processor right here. That should be out of the way of all this stuff. Yup, okay. Let's break this up a little bit to get it out of our way. There we go. And I'm just going to put some of this stuff back so we've got a little space to work over here. That should do. Okay, and then we need a pump and a pump, like so. We need a node and a node, and then we just need to build these guys up. So we're just going to go up. About there should be good. And over. And over again. And there we go. So, that works. Now I need to actually put aura into that thing so that it is capable of working. So let's do that. Ooh, I've only got 2 aura crystals right now. Let's try... Whoa, that is not how you spell aura. Try again. Aura crystal. Here we go. Gold and iron. Easy enough. You'd think I'd have that recipe memorized by now, but I don't. Let's just make a batch. And there we go. That makes quite a lot. And then we'll put, I'm thinking 3,000, 4,000 in each. We'll do that. That should be fine. Okay. So, oh, and we also need torches, which we have, and then our ore that needs to be processed. And this, in theory, should allow us to triple ores. We're going to test it and find out right now. Because I don't think I've ever actually used it for its ore tripling capabilities. I've used it, but not for that purpose. So let's go like this. And then, oh, actually, no, no. Well, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just toss 1 at the thing. And these should, I believe, doing the power thing? Did I do those backwards? I have a feeling I did those backwards. I totally did those backwards. Oh, don't. That's okay. True professional Minecrafter in action. Yep. That's me. Uh-huh. Nope. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay. Try again. You go there. You go there. And now I need to go and make more aura crystals, because I'm amazing. Okay. I can't believe I just did that. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible of me. Oh, man. Okay, so let's grab some more gold, grab some more iron. And we'll do that. I really don't need that much, but, so we need 4 to make 8 aura crystals, and that should do it. We'll just put this stuff back. And now I think we're good. Okay. Attempt number 2. Here we go. So, if we put our... Oh, and now it's getting dark. Of course it is. Of course it's getting dark now. So, let's put... that's basically 3,000. 4,000. You know what? We'll just do this. That's plenty of aura in each of those. So that is... Look at the progress filling up on that thing now. Look at that. And there it is. Now, it's a little weird because one of these pumps is not consistent. But this should now give us 3 iron dust, and that was from 1 piece of ore. So as you can see, this does a lot better job of being efficient with your resources. This allows us to not only double, but triple ores, and that's a pretty awesome thing. There's not really a whole lot of ways to triple ores without a lot of setup. I mean, it is possible, especially in like especially with a lot of tech mods. But when it comes to magic mods, as far as I know, there's really not that many ways to triple your ores easily. Most of them, there's a lot of complicated steps and things involved, and that's not really the case with Aura Cascade. Once you get the prismatic processor, which isn't that hard to do, you're basically set, and then you just need a couple pumps to hook up to it. So we're going to let that go for a while. Let's also check our quest book and see where we're at. I don't think we can do this guy yet. No, we do not. I think we need to do this guy first. Well, maybe not. Maybe we can do it. I don't know. Either way. Let's look at this guy. This is blood magic. And I think I should probably see about making this alchemic chemistry set. So let's take a look at that as well. Alchemic. There we go. And it looks like we need a blood orb, a brewing stand, and a couple pieces of obsidian. Now, did I actually make a blood orb? Looks like I did. Okay, at some point. I don't really remember making it, but I'll just believe that I did. So, let's grab our blood orb, which is right there. We need 2 pieces of obsidian, and then we need a brewing stand, which we will make right now. And there we go. Alchemic chemistry set. Not too hard to make. But we'll go ahead and claim that reward. And that will give us, what did we get? Cobweb. Really? Cobweb? Honestly, fine. Whatever. It's fine. It's okay. I'm not mad. Basic regen. Oh, that's a spell. That's right. I had forgotten that I made that. That's a spell book that I need to do a thing with at some point. Remind me to do that if I don't do it once I have the resources to do it. But we now have an alchemic chemistry set. And that, I believe, opens up a few other options for us. We could maybe look into a better blood orb. Let's just see. At blood magic. Here we go. So the apprentice blood orb is 5,000 LP and an emerald in the blood altar. Okay, that's not terrible. There's no life essence in there at all right now, but I think I do have the thing. The little knifey thingy? Aha! Sacrificial knife. Got it. Okay. And I've got a couple healing potions as well. So we might be able to dump a decent amount in there. Let's just see. Okay. So it helps. But let's see. What do we got in there now? A little less than... Yeah, this could take a little while to do it this way. Then again, I suppose I could build it up a little bit here and there and then just let my health regen and then build it up a little bit and so on and so forth. Because we definitely do need to get a better blood orb here in the near future. And I seem to remember, oh, that was a waste. What did I trade to the villagers? There was a thing that I traded to the villagers. Was it books, maybe? Books, or... It might have been, like, carrots or something. I don't really remember. I definitely traded something to villagers. Leather. Coal. Zombie flesh, maybe. Maybe I gave zombie flesh to a cleric or something. I don't know. because we're definitely going to need... We're definitely going to need an emerald. Let's head to the village and see if we can find a cleric. I'll be back with you in just a second. Alright guys, I am back, and I am in the village, and I have been having difficulties finding villagers who want to trade. Luckily, I found a farmer who will trade for wheat. So, I'm going to do that. That'll get me the emerald I need. It's not exactly ideal, but I can't seem to find a cleric anywhere, and I don't know. I'm just, whatever. It's fine. The rest of the stuff I don't have with me, so we'll just have to make do with that for now. We'll take our emerald back. It'll do the trick for the time being. But we'll definitely have to sort out some better trading thing later. Some better way to get emeralds. Because emeralds are going to be kind of important here as we progress farther into some of the various mods. Can I get back home? I think so. There we go. Oh, almost. Nope, quite. Come on. Up the hill. Up. I wish there was, like, a road. There may be a road at some point. I might make a road that leads down to the village, because this is driving me crazy. Okay, there we go. So, let's check on our altar. We've got 2,000 life essence in there. Now we're up to 3,800. Still not a massive quantity. I think this thing can hold 10,000. And it is a tier 2 altar. But let me clear some stuff out of my inventory and get organized, and I'll come back to you in just a second. Alright guys, I am back, and I am severely damaged. I'm hurt very badly. But there is now 5,000 LP in the blood altar, so we're going to go ahead and put that emerald in there, and that should turn this into a apprentice bloodstone. It is going to use like every bit of LP from the blood altar, but I think that is well worth it. So let's also grab... Wow, I'm actually starting to run a little low on food. We may have to address that in the near future. I don't need those carrots, though. I mean, I suppose I got carrots to last me forever. So we should be fine, but this will be done very soon, and then we will have this. And then we can pick some of these runes. There's also this stuff, the self-sacrifice quest, and I can power the rune. Oh, there we go. Hello. We can power it that way, which might not be a terrible plan. Ooh, it also wants runes. Oh, but I need to make... Okay. I was hoping that quest would be done. And I'm not really sure which rune to pick. We could go speed, we could go sacrifice, or self-sacrifice. Speed, I'm assuming, increases the rate at which it will make stuff, which is always useful. Self-sacrifice, I don't really know. Let me know what you guys think. What rune should we go with for the blood altar? Because, to be honest, I am pretty much out of time for this episode, guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.